Thank you very much, Deputy Presiding Officer. From the very establishment of the Scottish Parliament, unpaid carers have ensured that their voices were heard. We were told about what they do, what they save this country, and how important it is that people recognise the role that they play in looking after their loved ones. From the very beginning of the Parliament, they have imposed their demands upon us, and it is essential that we continue to listen to them. We now know, of course, that the impact of cuts to public services, to social care, that slack in our communities is, as we speak, being picked up by unpaid carers in increasing amounts. It is essential, therefore, that we don't just say how much we care about carers. Across the Parliament, I have no doubt that we all care about unpaid carers and want to make a difference to their lives. But it is not good enough simply to settle for the warm words. We have to do the heavy lifting, particularly in government, of translating that into a real difference in people's lives. Now, I hear what Alec Cole-Hamilton has said and what Jeremy Balfour has said about the broader questions, but we shouldn't make good the enemy of excellence. We're not pretending in this motion that we're going to transform the lives of carers completely. There is an issue about carer centres and the support that they are giving. There is an issue about the way in which the system looks after young carers and so on. This is a very simple proposal that would make a difference right now to the lives of unpaid carers. Why on earth would we resist it? It is a simple proposal. It doesn't pretend to transform people's lives completely, but we know it will make a difference. We know in here, we all know that George Osborne and the UK Tory government chose to change the uprating from RPI to CPI. It was done with the active intention of cutting the costs of benefits, and that would have a direct impact on carers. We know that. That is why they did it, and it's why many of us thought this government would resist continuing that kind of uprating. And I have to say, I am not easily shocked or taken aback by what is said in this place. But I have to say, I never thought I would see the day when a Scottish Government minister would pray in aid the Bank of England in justifying an uprating approach that directly has consequences for unpaid carers in our communities. And what the Government minister has chosen, she has chosen to settle for a process argument in the face of an issue of principle. The reality is that a party that claimed to be able to set up a new state in 18 months now has put this issue in a it's too difficult, it's too expensive box. They have returned £6 million of our money to the DWP with a contract that prevents those very powers being able to be varied to do things differently here. I wonder what equality impact assessment was made on that contract, which is now preventing the Scottish Government making choices that would live up to their claims for carers in the past. As I said at the beginning, warm words are not enough. We are not pretending that this proposal will change everything, but we are asking the Scottish Government to live up to their own language. Don't hide behind a process that's utterly inconsistent when rail fares can go up by RPI, but carers' allowance cannot. When the Scottish welfare budget is not even uprated by CPI. I would urge the Government to understand it's a very simple decision, and it will have an impact on the broader social security system in this country for a long time to come.